Today I'm going to make a bump key. A bump key is a special type of key that, when used properly, should allow you to open any type of lock that key was designed for. So for example, if you make a bump key for quickset locks, you should be able to use it to open up just about any quickset lock that key fits, as long as you do it correctly. So let's see how to do it. You're going to start with a blank key that's designed to fit the lock you want to open. You're also going to need a real key that fits the same lock. It doesn't have to be the correct key, it just has to fit properly. And the only tool you really need is a triangle-shaped file. You can see that the real key has 5 cuts at different heights. We're going to make our own cuts on the key blank that match the locations of these. So overlap both keys and then mark where each cut should be. Now extend the marks down. When you start filing into the key, you're going to wear away the marks, so you need to make sure you can see them. When you make your cuts, make sure you don't cut into this track. Now stick the key in a bench vise. Line it up so that track is just under the top of the vise. Now line up the file over the top of the first cut and just file it down. This takes probably less than a minute per cut. Should look something like this. Now line up the second cut and do the same thing. Then just file away all the rest of the cuts. When you're done, you'll have 5 cuts like this. Now the problem is these cuts are too steep. It probably won't get into the lock, and if it gets in there, you might not be able to pull it out. The peaks are also too high. So we're going to file these down at a steeper angle. When you're done, it should look like this. You can see the peaks are much more shallow now. Next, I'm going to remove a small chunk from here for good measure. And then we'll take off about 1/2 millimeter from here and from the tip. Once you've done that, you're ready to try to bump a lock. Place the key into the lock and pull it out 1 notch. Then give it a very slight rotational pressure and tap it with some kind of light mallet. I use the back of a screwdriver. If you do it just right, it should pop all the pins into place and you can unlock the door. Let's see from another angle. Put the key in, pull it out 1 notch, give it a little bit of rotational pressure, then tap it. My key's a little bit off, so I have to wiggle it after I bump it, but it does work. It may take you a few tries to get the technique. So it's pretty simple. Anyone can make a bump key, and anyone can bump a lock. I wouldn't worry too much about it though. I mean, if someone really wants to get into your house, they can use a much older technique.